And good evening and welcome to the Stan Watson Show. I'm your host, Stan Watson. Thank you again for tuning in. We're glad that you had a little bit of time to spend with me tonight. We have a great show. I want you to stay right there. I want you to call somebody, let them know we're on the air. You stay right there. We'll be right back. And welcome back to the Stan Watson Show. I'm your host, Stan Watson, joined by my lovely co-host, Samantha Carwell. How are you today?
I am well, sir. Glad to be here.
Good. You are in a much better mood from what
Yeah,
I knew earlier before we went
know.
live on TV
You
here.
know how it is.
I know. Was it a rough day today?
I had a long day today.
Okay. Well, it's a
Yes.
great day for us here in DeKalb County, and you seem to be in a great mood. So let's go to work.
Let's do it. Let's
All
do
right.
it.
Well, we have a great guest with us to start the show today. Our first guest interview is Prophetess Kenyatta Robinson of Prophetess Ministries. Did I say it right? Prophetess K Ministries. How's that? Welcome.
Welcome.
How are you today?
Thank you so much. I'm so honored. I'm doing well.
Good.
Long day as well. 5
Everybody has
a.m.
It was a long day for everybody
Long day.
today.
5 a.m. But I am here.
5 a.m.
And it is late. So
That's okay. We're going to have a great time.
We're glad to have
enjoy
you.
it.
Glad
What's
to
your
have you.
hometown?
my hometown, believe it or not, is South Georgia, way south, all the way down
Fitzgerald.
Valdosta, farther than Fitzgerald.
Farther than Fitzgerald?
Valdosta, Georgia. I grew up in Valdosta, Georgia, home of the Wildcats,
Oh, my
Titletown,
goodness.
USA.
Yeah. They used to win a lot of
Yeah.
football games, is what you're
Yes,
trying to
we're
say.
the best.
High school football games. They
We're the best.
You were good for a long time.
And my parents, we originated from Tifton, Georgia.
Okay, no
Okay.
Tiffany,
That's
yeah.
the South, home of ABAC and, that country, old style.
Agriculture part of the South
part
here.
of the South.
Yes,
Cotton and
Yes,
the
yes.
whole 9 yards. And
ABAC, I heard that in a long time.
Yeah, I actually went there. That was the first school I went to.
That was a junior college,
It
wasn't
was
it?
a junior
How
college.
about you? Didn't think I knew that, did
started.
you?
And it, if you went there, you were able to succeed, you were good
You were
because
good.
there's a really tough school.
Excellent.
But Valdosta was considered a metro city. And
Okay.
Well, in
Tifton-
South Georgia, yes.
Yeah,
yes.
in South Georgia,
Yeah, yeah. Look,
Atlanta.
That was a big city.
Yeah. I mean, let Samantha know.
Beyond.
Yeah, down south, that was a big city.
Yeah, beyond
Okay.
that. And I grew up in the South and just raised, being around my grandmother and my
Southern
mother
young
and
lady,
father.
Southern girl.
Yeah.
So how long you been in Atlanta?
I've been in Atlanta for about 8 years now.
Oh.
I
Okay.
have 3
She lives here.
children.
Okay.
3 kids. Sarai is my youngest. Joshua, my middle one, and Nicholas is my oldest one.
Excellent.
They're all into music just like I am.
Awesome. Awesome.
I have a piano player, a drummer, and another singer.
Shit.
You got a
band.
band.
She has a band. Okay, we'll have to get them back, Samantha.
Well, now tell us what you're
Yes.
doing with Prophetess K Ministries.
I
What does it
actually,
represent?
Right now, it's more just outreaching. More about my music and just reaching out to just those not just in where I am, but just in the area in Atlanta. I travel. In February, I'll be going to Maryland. I'll be with a woman of God. We call her Legina Trailblazer Rucker. She's going to have a phenomenal prophetic conference for men and women, and we're going to do 3 days.
Excellent.
We'll have Prophetess Tracy Cantana there as well, and I'll be one of the I'll be the prophetic somnus for that
Okay.
evening as
Wow.
well. So just as far as engagements, and I do a lot of just outreach, and that's one of the things that I love. Even with like we were saying before, my job, my actual job is I do outreach. I work for a Rite Aid Corporation as a wellness ambassador.
Okay.
Okay.
So, I'm
The
an
holistic
ambassador.
approach. I heard that, right?
Yeah, the holistic approach. Well, I reach out to just those in the community where I work, but my biggest goal is to reach out to those in where our church is. I attend Renewing of the Mind.
And where's that at?
Renewing of the Mind is on 24 Peyton Road, Atlanta, Georgia.
Southwest
we're
over there.
Southwest, and we're right in the heart of Atlanta.
Okay.
And one of the biggest things right now is that we desire to reach that community. There's a lot of homeless, a lot
Yes.
of people that
Atlanta.
have a big need.
Yes.
And one of the things right now, we're gradually growing. We're starting from the bottom. We're doing a food pantry.
Okay.
And we're 501(c)(3).
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, so we're starting from the bottom. We're trying to connect with grocery stores and different agencies where we can reach out and get this. But the goal wholly is to be able to reach out to all of the metro Atlanta area, be able to feed some people,
Right,
really,
right,
really
right,
feed some
right.
people. And the ideal and the vision is that, you know, a lot of times we have those, they're hungry, you know, or they paid all their bills, they've done everything they needed to do,
Didn't
but
have
they
enough
lack
leftover
that
food.
food.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know
Money
about you,
left
but I've
over.
been,
Yeah.
but your bills paid, you know,
But your stomach's
your
still lacking.
cabinets are empty,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
so the vision is to really to reach out and assist these families or individuals,
Sure.
even
Sure.
seniors
In
especially.
metropolitan Atlanta.
Yeah.
That whole area, and eventually we want to be able to eventually I want to be able to just be able to connect with 211. So when you call 211, you'll hear about our pantry and know that you can come to us.
211.
Yes,
I didn't
Just like
realize.
211.
Okay.
Yeah.
Some
Yeah.
places 311 or reverse now.
Okay.
Yeah, and
Excellent.
have a breakdown of how we want to do it. The name of the center is called the Focus Center, and it's under Renewing of the Mind.
Okay.
And anybody that wants to contribute, they can go to www.livingfocus.org. And
That's your ministry with the church?
mine
or
is separately,
okay.
but you know that's my covering,
Support.
so
Right,
I
right,
love
right.
to
Yeah.
support, you know, and they've been really pushing me to do all the things that I've been envisioned. So I am elated that even starting from the bottom, we started in house just asking the
Right.
members to bring canned goods in, and so that's been great.
Awesome.
It's been great. It's been great, and so that's been a phenomenal thing that we desire to do.
Sound like you've been working. In
Yeah.
this about a vision. I see mission.
Yeah,
Right,
it is a
right.
mission.
Yeah,
It really
see,
is
yeah.
because, percentage wise, a lot of people have a lot of things, but you wouldn't believe the homes that really don't have food in their house. You know, and they're comfortable, but they're lacking food. You know, and the children really don't have a mom. And I'm a single parent, and I've had struggles, and so that's where it really derived from. And just really having the heart to say, this needs to be something that I'm able to
addressed.
give back and
Right.
be addressed, because there's been
This
struggles.
is your contribution back
Yeah.
to the society.
And
Sure.
and I want to be able to assist as well. And I can't do it out of my own pocket, so I just incorporate those in the community
To help out.
To help
Well,
out.
we're gonna let you do another shout out in a minute to your to our viewing audience, so they can give you help.
Yeah.
Now, how many
Awesome.
people work with you in your ministry?
Right. Right now there are 2 women of God that we've been just steadily just planning and writing and getting everything together, because eventually what we desire to do is just be sure that try to find grants and those ideas that are available
Right.
out there
Sure.
to assist us financially.
Excellent.
And then merge into a clothing pantry as well.
Oh, you got a ministry, yeah.
Yeah.
Excellent.
I've seen that so many times where they just, individuals, they need clothing,
Yes,
and it's a need. It's a great need in the area. We want to be able to feed. I desire to be able to even maybe out of the month to feed almost like a soup kitchen. Just bring them in and let them eat. They need sustenance.
Right,
You
right.
can't minister to them
No.
Yeah.
if they're hungry.
Listen, they're hungry. It's like, okay, you trying to talk to me?
And you trying to give
I'm
them a
not hearing
scripture.
anything.
And you want me to
Yeah.
read what scripture
And
again?
or you want to pray for them, and they're going, "Ooh, hurry up! I'm so hungry." You
Like-
can't.
like I can eat.
I can't get through
You
that.
can't. It's not possible. It's not
Yeah.
possible. So
That's awesome though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, how does your music work in this? I know
Yeah.
that you also are a singer-songwriter.
Yes.
Tell us a little
I
bit
write
more
my own.
about your music. element.
yeah, I
Okay.
write my own music, and I've been writing now.
That long, okay.
Yeah, I've been
It's like
writing.
the question we asked, like, how long you been singing? Oh, all my life.
Oh
Yeah.
So
yeah,
you've been
it's
writing
really
your
all my
Okay.
life. I've
Uh-huh.
been writing. I back home in Valdosta, I have many mentors. I used to now in college. One of my mentors was Reverend Lawrence Thomas of the Georgia Mass Choir,
yeah.
and he was very strict on us, and he just explained how that ministry, that you're not just singing, that you're able to open your mouth, and then when you open your mouth, that ministry is going forth,
Yes.
that the atmosphere is being set, and it's so important when you're singing. And so he instills so much. Also, one of my mentors, just when I was going through a hard time, was Bishop Danny Graham. He's phenomenal. He used to make me sing and he'd make me preach, even when I be going through.
We want to hear you
Well,
sing
you know,
or preach
music,
tonight.
right? Well, and music, praise releases
Yes.
so much. You know, you
Yes.
can sometimes minister to yourself
Yes.
through the art of praise. And as we understand it, you're going to be singing for us on tonight. So I'm
Yes.
excited about
Yes.
it.
It's
Before
my
we let us
own-
sing, though,
Yeah.
make sure I know that you want our viewing audience to maybe help with the ministry. So if you look over here and tell them how
Okay.
they can get in touch with you, it'll be great.
Okay, to reach out to us, you can go to www.livingfocus.org, or you can email me at prophetesskyr@gmail.com. You can also find me on Facebook at www.facebook.com/Kimyata, KIMYATTAR.com. And if there's any contributions, canned goods, we're taking canned goods, dry goods, especially at this time of year. We want to be able to feed some families even now. So if you want to contribute, please send me a shout out on Facebook. Please email me, let me know, and we'll try to work out a way to come pick it up or give you the address.
Just call her, too.
Call me. I'm going to give my number out, 678-334-7743.
And we got it on the screen, too, to make sure that we not only take the number, but your website.
Yes,
Yeah.
and you can also find my music at www.kimyatta.bandcamp.com. And
God.
you
How
can
you remember
share
all
it.
Yeah, she's good.
I've learned over the years this name is long.
Right.
Yeah,
So
it's
that's
like
good.
9 letters.
So the song you're doing for us tonight
What is the
is
name of the
an
song?
original.
It's an original. It's called We Live Free.
We live free.
This is one of my babies.
Free, okay.
One of my babies because of just some of the things that I've experienced in my life, understanding who I am,
Excellent.
you know, and I'm also working on a book that's called 7 Days to Breakthrough. And one of the biggest things is that I've had to live through these things, and there's
Okay.
really 7 steps, but the way, you know,
How
the
close
Lord,
are you to completing the book?
I'm looking to finish it, close it out in March of 2016.
Awesome.
I'm looking to just complete it in March of 2016.
Well, you got the timeline. So
Yeah.
we're excited to have you here. We're going to have to take a break.
Yes.
And we'll come back, and you're going to do what song again, tell us?
I'm going to do the song We Live Free.
All right. Well, great having you
Awesome.
today. Samantha and I are excited for you to be here.
Yeah.
We're gonna
Thank
take a
you
quick
so
break,
much. Thank
and
you.
Samantha and I will be right
Right
back.
back. And ladies and gentlemen, we are back here on the music set with our guest prophetess, Kimyata Robinson, and she's going to be singing the song, We Live Free.
We live free. They that worship God must worship him in spirit and in truth. And God is a spirit. And we live free in Christ Jesus. Thank you, Lord. We shall triumph in victory. We shall live on in liberty. We shall live on. He called us to be. We shall triumph over the enemy, and we live free. And we live free. And we live free. And we live free. We claim victory over sickness. We claim victory over sorrow. We claim victory over oppression. We claim victory over depression, and we live free. chains are broken, we live free, and we live in peace. Yes, we do. We live in peace, and we live in joy. We live in joy. We live in joy, and we walk in love. We walk in love, and we live in peace. We live in peace, and we live in joy. We live in joy. We live free today. You walk in victory in Him. We're free. We live free.
Great to have you again tonight. Wonderful ministry.
Amazing.
And we hope to see you again out there.
Awesome. Thank you
Awesome.
so much. It was such an honor to just be here, a privilege, and
Excellent.
I appreciate everything. It was beautiful, and it was an honor to meet you,
Yeah.
Samantha. It was an honor to meet you as well, Commissioner.
Thank you. And stay right there, Samantha, and I'll be right back.
Welcome back. I am your co-host, Samantha Cardwell, here on the Stan Watson Show with my very well-bodied Stan Watson.
I don't know what that means, well-bodied. I thought she might have said able-bodied.
Well, he's well-bodied as well. And we have two wonderful guests with us on this segment. It's Teresa Punzi
Yes.
and Tora Hancock. They're
Welcome.
here with the Smart Place. Welcome.
Thank you,
welcome,
ladies.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
So glad to have you this evening.
Thank you.
Awesome. Well, we'll start with Teresa. You're going to tell us a little bit more about the Smart Place. What do you guys do there?
Well, first of all, thank you so much for having
Yes,
us.
yes.
Tora and I are very excited about talking to you guys about the Smart Place. The Smart Place is a center for the mentally and physically challenged.
Okay.
It's a day support center. It's located in Decatur, 1916 Glenfair Way,
Okay.
in Decatur, Georgia.
Give
And
me another street.
Glenwood and
Glenwood. Oh, Glenwood. I know Glenwood. Okay, gotcha.
Glenwood.
Okay.
And right at 285.
Yes, yes.
So we are a day support center, as I said, and we provide day support for the challenged individuals, where we do curriculum-based activities on a daily basis. We provide breakfast, lunch, and dinner, or breakfast, lunch, and a snack, excuse me, and as well as a curriculum-based day.
Okay.
Awesome.
So they come from another facility or home.
Yes.
And you provide the day services, the interaction with the community and others to make it work, and then you send them back, or they come
Yes,
and
they
get
get
picked
to
up.
go home.
Yes,
They get to go home.
excellent. So what's your hours for them? Maybe 10 to 3?
It's actually 9 to 3.
9 to 3, okay.
And but we do provide transportation. So
Excellent.
my staff is there at 6:30. They love that. But they are there to do the transportation for us.
Okay.
That sounds awesome. And what's the census like? How many people?
We have about 65 individuals
Oh, that's a lot.
that we serve, yes. And I have a staff of about 22. And we're all really excited about what we do and how we interact into the community. We provide all different types of programs. If they want something, we do it. We have an equestrian program, an aquatics program,
Yes.
things like that that they really enjoy.
Yeah, I was going to
Excellent.
ask the type of activities that you guys get involved in.
Excellent.
Awesome, awesome.
So talk a little bit about some of your clients then. The other person, I guess it's more, is it behavioral disabilities?
It is all.
Okay, okay.
We actually cover all disabilities. So we have autism as one of our disabilities. We also have cerebral palsy. We have MR, mental retardation
Sure.
or intellectual disabilities.
And most of these are adults, right?
Yes, they are mostly adults, but we do have, we open our doors during the summer for children.
Right.
And we provide the services for 11 weeks, the whole entire summer.
Right.
Now, are you
Excellent.
purely volunteer-based, or do you have a staff, a paid staff as well?
Yes, we have a paid staff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
We
you do a lot of
also-
work with the state of Georgia. Then I guess that's the guys down on Peachtree Street there.
Yes,
So you do
absolutely.
a lot of work down there with behavioral health and what's the guy's name over there? Dr. Grisby, I think it is.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Dr. Grisby over there.
Absolutely.
Yes. Well, great. Now tell me what you're doing over there, Ms. Tora.
I am the ambassador of the Smart Place.
Oh, you're the ambassador.
Yes,
I'm
she's
the
So you the
ambassador.
welcoming arms. You embrace them as they
She's
come
the
in.
face of the Smart Place.
Absolutely. I am charged with the charity and fundraising
Okay.
events. Also over the Yolanda Hartman Scholarship Fund. That's a fund that's near and dear to my heart.
Okay. Tell us about that.
It's my aunt.
Okay.
She was developmentally disabled, and she lived at home with her mother, my grandmother, all of her life. Because of the state resources that were available, the waiting lists are large. We have thousands of people on the waiting list. The funding was limited, and so she stayed home all of her life. So we set up the Yolanda Hartman Scholarship Fund, thanks to the Smart Place.
Okay.
And it provides 11 weeks summer camp program for individuals that would otherwise not have the opportunity. So thanks to Teresa Punzi and of course my aunt, you know, in her memory, because she passed away in May. So
Awesome. That is a great, great program. And so you actually service about 65, I don't know if you call them clients.
Participants.
Participants,
Because
okay.
we participate
Right,
in life at the
participants,
Smart
okay.
Place.
And so what are some of the activities? I know that they have to come out of some of the homes and you have to take them to activities or facilities where they have to interact with the community. Talk a little bit about that.
Absolutely. We do all types of activities. We do volunteerism. We
Yes.
do FODAC, where we actually help them with their thrift store and so on.
Fodak is in Stone Mountain.
Yes,
I
yes.
know.
And we also do Meals on Wheels.
Okay.
We have a pet therapy day, and we also do, we have aquatics, as I said, with the Y, and then we also do Stride Ahead equestrian program where they actually learn how to ride the horses.
Oh, that's great.
So it's
Oh, that's
really
a little-
cool.
that's
They
a
really
little
enjoy
different.
it.
How long have you been in existence? Because I've seen Smart Place, but Samantha, I don't know how long you guys have been around.
We've been around for 15 years now.
15 years.
Yeah.
Okay.
You need to
awesome.
come and see us.
I am.
Both
It's
of
Glenwood
you.
at
You're
25. I
welcome.
got to come now. I mean, you're right in my
Absolutely.
district. I got to come see where it is.
Absolutely. I'm going to hold you to it.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
So now, how did you guys get started 15 years ago?
Well,
vision.
it's a great story.
Okay.
Okay. My sister-in-law and my best friend at the time, 15 years ago, she had homes, and she was looking for places for her girls to go. And we went around looking and looking, and back then, 15 years ago, it really wasn't appealing.
Yeah.
And
A lot
then,
of
you
day
know,
services
after
were not
having my
available.
tantrum in the car, after seeing what was offered, we decided that we needed to do something that was more curriculum-based and something that would give them an opportunity to be as unique as they are and as special as they are,
Right.
and let the community at large enjoy them.
Excellent.
Wow.
Excellent. So 15 years later.
Yes, 15 years later, we're still
Excellent.
here.
What a
Excellent.
success story.
Thank you.
Very, very
Thank
good
you.
success. Now tell us again about where you're located
Okay.
and how they can get in touch with you in case they want to utilize some of the day services for you provide for behavioral health and I guess the disabled as well.
Absolutely. I'll let the ambassador do that.
Mr. Ambassador,
you can reach us at thesmartplace.org.
smartplace.org.
You can also follow us on Facebook.
Oh, really?
Just
Okay.
enter the Smart Place, and it'll pull up our webpage.
Okay.
Please come out and support our Special Olympics because we're
Excellent.
also big participants in the Special Olympics.
Really?
Yes, yes.
Excellent.
We have an excellent program, and we would love for you guys to come out. We have an open door policy.
I'm gonna come
Anybody
see you
that
guys.
would love to visit us,
Wonderful.
please
Excellent.
do.
Now, how can we get involved with your scholarship? When does that happen? Is it a gala, a ball, or do I just send money and hope I get the prayer cloth?
Absolutely no.
All of the
absolutely.
above, all of the
All of the
above.
above. We accept all of the above. If you go to our website at thesmartplace.org, there's
Okay.
a location where you can donate, and you can donate to the Scholarship Fund,
Excellent.
Yolanda Hartman Scholarship Fund,
Okay.
or you can donate to our Special Olympics and our special programs. We also have a community residential program. Also, we have 2 homes in the city of Stone Mountain. Well,
Okay.
in the Stone Mountain area.
Okay.
One for females and one for males.
Okay.
So, and we're looking to branch out a little bit more because
Mm-hmm.
people are excited about the services that we render.
Awesome. Y'all do a great, great job.
Yeah.
I
Thank you.
promise you I'm coming over to see you guys.
Okay.
And what I'm going to do is I'm
Okay.
going to bring Samantha. I'm going to ask her to
Yes.
sing for the residents.
Wonderful.
For
sounds
participants.
That would
How
be
about that?
wonderful.
I'll do it.
We would
That
do
would
that.
be great.
Yeah.
Well, I
Thank
hope you
you so
guys
much.
enjoyed that, and we enjoyed having you.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much for
Thank you.
Our guests have been Teresa Punzi and Tora Hancock of the Smart
Place.
Place.
the smart
The
place.
Smart
Thank
Place,
you.
and we're going to get over and see them. Samantha and I promised them we'll go over there,
do
and
it.
you may want to go by and volunteer and do something as well. We'll take a quick break, and I promise you, Samantha and I'll be.
We'll be right back. And welcome back to the next segment of the Stan Watson Show. I am your co-host, Samantha Cardwell.
And doing a great job. And doing a great job as well,
Oh,
I have to say.
thank you.
I
Thank you,
was
Stan.
surprised tonight that you didn't try to take the show over, though.
No, never that.
Okay,
never that,
I mean,
never
you
that.
have tried to do a coup before.
Oh,
you know, so
gosh,
I was trying to let you know.
no.
I'm trying
Not
to.
while you're here. No,
well,
I
you
never
know,
do it
I'm
here.
trying to make sure this is a democracy.
Of course,
Well,
of
good.
course.
Well, who we have
well,
next?
I am so excited to introduce our very next guest, an amazing, extraordinary producer and playwright,
That's right.
Step Stewart. He is not a stranger to this place where
No,
we're at.
no.
And so I'm excited to introduce him. He is sitting right here.
Hey, Steph.
So glad to have you
It's
here.
great to be on your show for the first time.
Is it the first
Yeah.
time?
It's my first time. Yeah,
Wow.
absolutely.
We've been doing this about 12 years now. Can you believe that? This is
Oh.
the first time. We'll get you back.
Well, we've talked all about you
Yeah.
because you're
That's all.
amazing.
That's all that matters.
Yeah,
that's all that matters.
Last week we had Jeremy on, and Jeremy
Yes.
promoted the
Yeah.
show Soulful Christmas that's playing currently here at the Port of Sanford.
That's right.
And we inviting our people to come out next year because by the time you see this, the show would have ended on
Yeah.
December
That's
the
right.
6th. But it's such an awesome event that we had to have you on.
Thank you so
Now
much.
tell us a little bit
Yes.
about your history, and I know that you got something coming in February, but tell them about Steph Stewart. I mean, you do a lot of stuff.
Yes, I am a producer, writer, and it's funny.
Yes.
I've always not liked when people say, "Oh, I do this, this, and this, and
Right,
this."
right.
You know, and they say, "Just do one thing really well." Well, I'm blessed to be able to work in the theater.
Yes.
Musical theater is my thing.
Mm-hmm.
I have a history of Broadway. I've been in such shows as Cats,
Mm-hmm.
Dreamgirls, Chicago, Sophisticated Ladies,
Oh,
Jelly
my
Slash
goodness,
Jam.
Oh my goodness!
Wow.
Stop! Steph, stop! That's too much. I mean,
That's
y'all
a
believe
lot
that?
of
And he's
stuff.
here on
Yeah.
the Stan Watson set with Samantha and I.
It's just it's a beautiful journey to be on, and most people know me from the Dr. Oz television show as the dance fitness guy on the show.
That's right. Mhm.
And that's a beautiful thing, and you know,
Right.
and Dr. Oz is near and dear to my heart and the entire family. But they appreciate my musical theater background because that's kind of how we met, and so it's really really great, and I get to
Yeah.
exercise that when I write the actual songs for his charity events. They give me a theme, and then I write the theme song
You
for
have
the
to
night.
come up with it.
Yes, and
Oh.
and so I produce this big, huge production number in New York City.
Okay.
Every April, or this year it's actually in May.
May, okay.
But for the past
In
8
New
years.
York City.
In New York City.
The Big Apple.
Yes,
Okay,
we
all right.
sometimes we're at the Waldorf, or we're
Now
we're
he's
at
dropping names at the Waldorf. He knows that.
you know the Waldorf
Hello.
Astoria.
Hello.
Or we're this year, or we're at the Pier. So it's great. It's a
Excellent.
beautiful
That is
thing.
awesome.
And his charity is called Health Corps, which is to fight teen obesity.
Okay.
Oh, that's a great
And
cause.
so I'm an ambassador for Health Corps, and I'm proud
Yes.
to be that. And here, and I work with Caregivers 911, which is takes care of caregivers. Like, you know, if you've ever taken care of someone and no one's taking care of you, you're tired.
Yeah,
you
Right,
it can
right.
be exhausting.
Right, so it's that sort
That
side
extended
of,
family people that we need in
Absolutely.
the community.
Yeah, and so, but here at the Port of Sanford Performing Arts Center, I put on shows.
All
Wow,
awesome
so back to
shows.
your love.
Awesome
I mean,
shows.
that's your passion.
Yes,
Yes,
it
yes,
is.
Original
awesome
passion.
show.
I was that kid in Orville, Ohio, wherever anybody out there from Ohio, Orville.
Okay, Orville. I'm gonna just wave. It's
I
probably about 3 people with Steph.
Yes.
Okay,
Stan,
great.
get it out.
Okay, all right.
Home of Smucker's Jelly. I went to school with the Smucker's
wow.
kids. I used to pick berries for
no,
Smucker's as
you're
a kid.
kidding.
Yep.
What's the guy's name that always does the Smuckers?
Willard Scott.
Willard Scott. See, I
Yes.
didn't think I knew that. Today's
Yes.
show.
So when we get to be 100, then we'll get to be on the back of that
I
Smucker's
hope
jar.
I'm on that
Okay.
jar. I
Yes,
really
me
hope I'll be
too.
100 years old to be on
Me
that jar.
too.
Samantha, you're supposed to
I'm
say yes
so
to it.
I don't
Okay,
know
she don't want to be
here. I
around
don't
that
know
time.
about the Smuckers.
Yeah.
Wow,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
that's
It's
that's
pretty
an
cool.
interesting history.
But here I get a chance to actually exercise all my dreams.
And talents, yes.
Yeah,
yes, yes.
it really is. It's great. David Manuel, who runs the center, really embraces my vision.
Right.
And trusts me.
Yes.
And I feel like this is my home. I feel like
Yes,
this is
yes.
my center.
Well, you were
And-
packed them out today. I just want to say for the viewing audience, I mean, I came to
Yeah.
the show today, and it was, well, I'm going to say, it's not awesome. It was packed. I mean, I should have
Wow,
called the fire
amazing.
department today because did I say that on TV?
They-
It
no, they
was so
came.
nice.
Listen,
They came.
attorney-client privilege. He did not say that
Yes,
on
yeah, no,
television.
it was
Yeah.
awesome. It was packed.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. It was awesome. So
Thank you.
Yes. Now, from being from Orville, how long have you been in Atlanta?
I've been in, well, I didn't move directly from Orville to Atlanta. That would
Okay.
be a big shock. But I moved here 6 years ago from Philly.
Really?
Okay.
I was living in Philadelphia, and I also, so I've lived in New York City, and Vienna, Austria, and Nashville for a little bit,
Okay.
and then lastly, Philadelphia.
Okay, and then on to Atlanta.
Travel
Then
a
on
little
to
bit.
Atlanta, yeah.
Okay. Now,
Yeah.
for the record, Samantha and I did the show with Jeremy and was talking about the Soulful Christmas. And you also have a production that not only is in Atlanta, but it's also in Houston. Is that right?
Yes, A Soulful Christmas also plays in Houston for the second year
With
in
a
row.
different cast.
With a completely different cast, different producers
Talented.
as well.
Talented. That's what
So
I'm trying to say.
it's
Talented.
beautiful. Someone saw the show here in this building, and they told the people in Houston, and they called me up and they said, "We want to do your show."
Now,
I
how
just-
long has that show ran, The Soulful
Which
Christmas?
one? The
Oh well, it's been here for 4 years.
4 years,
Okay.
yes.
But it also and now in Houston for 2 years.
Wow, that's a good
So
run.
and I'll be going
Very
there
accomplished.
in next week to see it because I have another show in Houston called Show and Tell.
Oh my goodness, Steph. Come on, what are you not doing?
Sleeping. That's what I'm not doing.
What
Santa
now?
Maria.
Samantha and I were talking to you off camera, and you said there's a show
There's a
coming up
show
in
coming up.
February.
Oh,
Talk a little bit about
So,
that.
yeah,
Let me tell
us
you,
about
Because
that.
I want to have you back before February so we can
Yes,
make
I
sure
I
we
would
push
love
the
to.
show.
I would love to. The show is called Cindy.
Cindy.
It is the Urban Cinderella story.
Oh, come on, Steph.
And
I
it's
like
The
set
that.
in-
Urban
Cindy.
Cinderella
And it's
story.
set in Harlem, 1943.
Oh my God,
Okay.
nostalgic.
And Cindy's mother has passed, so her father moves to New York to find a better job in the 40s and a better life for he and his daughter. So he leaves her with Aunt Bertha, and he gets remarried while he's there, looking for a job.
You ever wonder why you never had a miracle? Does it make you wanna cry? You never found a miracle. From the teardrops in your eyes, I can see the things that life can bring, the joy, the pain. And it's a brand new miracle.
Did you write this?
Well, the story is
Adapted it
is
from
adapted.
this.
I
Okay,
adapted
from
the
that,
story.
okay.
And
But
it's
you
actually
adapted
based-
it for
for the
stage play.
stage.
Yeah,
Yes,
right, right,
It's
okay.
based on the 1978 television special of the same name.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
And so, and I've written all brand new songs, and
my goodness.
the cast album is amazing. Dree Jack, she is actually from Tri-City. She is a graduate of Tri-City
Tri-City High
School,
School, okay.
from quite a few years back. But she is amazing as Cindy.
Okay.
And she actually, I say it wasn't meant to be what it was meant to be. She was the understudy, but ended up playing the role because the girl that I hired, Kira DaCosta, the big Broadway actress, she had hurt her back. And I had to call Dree at home and say, "You're going to be Cindy now." And before we even went into rehearsal. So it was meant to be.
Excellent. That comes here to the Port of Sanford?
Yes.
And that's in February.
February for Black History Month.
Oh, Samantha,
Oh,
we got to have
that'd
him
be
back.
perfect.
We got to
Yeah.
have him back, yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's a beautiful, beautiful production, and that's with a live orchestra,
Oh.
a live band, and we have a blast on stage. That cast is amazing.
Yes.
Avis LaShawn is the wicked stepmother. Jamie Maureen as the male ingenue. Then we have Captain Joe Prince. It's just a lot of fun. It's a lot
Okay,
of
Yeah,
fun.
that sounds
how can
like
I
a
get
lot
into
of
some
fun.
of these plays?
Yeah,
what-
I wanna-
yeah, can I
okay.
volunteer to do
You
something?
all, yes, you can show up in January.
Okay,
January.
okay. I'm
You
gonna
said
do-
for the
I wanna do
audition.
an
Yes, for the
understudy or
audition.
whatever
He
I need to
said,
do. I'll
Stan,
audition.
Samantha, come
Well,
to the audition.
That's right. See, I don't
Yeah,
play
you
that.
don't- you
I
don't
want to be
play
in your
that
show.
favoritism
I'll
thing.
see you at the
To
audition.
see you at the
Right,
audition,
right.
okay.
Because
I
I'm not
see
the
it.
only one. I have a team, and
Yes,
they'll,
right, that's
they'll,
right.
they'll
Yeah,
sometimes
your
say,
troop,
"Step, I
yeah.
don't know about that person."
Right.
Even though whatever I say goes. But
Play the game. Play the
Right,
game.
play-
Play the
right,
game.
play
Play
the
the
game.
game.
You got to be fair with it.
right,
Excellent,
exactly.
excellent.
But it's really nice because Atlanta has such huge talent.
Okay.
Oh,
Huge
yeah.
does.
talent,
Yeah.
and sometimes they don't know that they're that talented.
Right.
Or they don't see what I see. And
You bring it out once you see what it is.
And then, especially the guys, they tend to think they get challenged a lot, and they said, "Step, when you first gave me that song, I hated it," and they said, "Now I can't think of anything but," and I would,
That's what I want to sing.
yes, they said I would slice anybody else who
Okay.
they had.
Well,
And
this is what I'm-
Stan is an amazing
No,
singer.
this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to be the person at the audition
happy
to bring you to Steph to let you sing because she's a singer as well. So now, how about
That's right.
that?
That's right. I heard about you.
Yeah,
You singing on the
see
show.
that now, so we'll make it work. But look, we have
So you
got
should
to.
have, do a little duet with people when they
Yeah.
come on the show.
I've been trying to get her to sing with me, and we had one song. She never wanted to practice, but that's okay.
What
that's
song
okay.
was that?
What song was we sing together?
I don't know.
It was
You
Gunna
know.
Hathaway and
Yeah.
Roberta Flack. No, thank you. I remember that. Anyway, Steph.
He never
we-
learned his part.
I didn't learn my
I'm
part.
thinking John Hathaway, Roberta Flack. What song is that?
Exactly.
What's the song? Anyway, Steph, tell them how
Close.
you can
Okay.
get in touch with you because
I'm stuck in the song. I'm that person. Like, I'm not going to leave this room
don't
till I know
stress
what
your-
what
we'll
it
get
is.
there.
your mind over
We'll
it.
let you know offset. I know there are a lot of amazing actors, actresses,
Yes.
and also songwriters and people that like to perform.
may wanna
Let
come
them know how to get in touch with you.
Okay, don't get in touch with me unless, let me talk to you.
Okay, they talk
Okay.
to you. I like that.
Don't contact anyone unless you have studied your craft enough
Yes.
to the fact that you know that you have a gift.
That's right.
If someone has told you that you're extremely talented, don't believe them until you believe it.
Yes,
Excellent.
that's
I like that.
And when
exactly
you
right.
believe it, then I want to see you.
Yeah, that's a great
Because
thing.
if you believe it, then you're going to make others believe.
Believe it.
That's right.
And that's when I really want to see you. I'm not an agent. I'm not a talent scout. I'm a producer, a director, a choreographer. So I am pretty. I'm not around. I'm not looking for talent.
There you
You know, it comes to me.
Right.
And if I do find you, and hopefully you are able to bring it to the table. A lot of times people come and they say, "Oh, I want to do this. I want to do this," but they're not serious about it. They don't know what it takes.
Serious.
You know, you really do have to dedicate your time.
right.
And
It's an
time is really the
investment.
biggest factor. It's an
Excellent.
investment.
That's
You know, I know that you don't want to give a number out, but tell them a website. They can go look you up. And
Oh,
talk.
absolutely.
Yes,
You can
definitely.
go to Step Stewart. As far as the, we're actually kind of doing away with the website. We're
Okay.
doing Facebook because that's
Okay.
our fastest way.
Right, right.
Yeah,
So
that's
Facebook, Step Stewart, and or Step Stewart's Musicals.
Okay.
And I have two or three Facebooks out there, and with my name. And please join our Facebook page because that will announce every audition that we have.
Excellent.
And we always do that. And where are you? Sometimes we have auditions and a lot of people don't show up. And I'm just to be honest, but then everyone said, well, can I, and they
Kinda
see
come
me,
in
can I be in
personally.
it?
Yeah.
I don't have time for all of that. I want you.
I was about to go say something totally different. I don't have time for all of that.
No, I want you to come and because I like to gauge people
Right.
against other people. Let's see.
Right.
You know, and you never
Talent
know.
levels.
Yes.
Yes, I got you.
Yes,
Okay.
you can be
Commitment.
Steph,
heard
you're,
and
you're
seen.
awesome. You're awesome. You're
Thank
awesome.
you. You guys
Thank
are
you for
great.
coming by again. Good
It's
to
my
see you.
pleasure.
I will see you
It's a
tomorrow.
pleasure.
Oh, no, I'll
Thank
see you
you.
Friday.
Friday
For the
opening
Soul for
night.
Christmas, and
Yes.
then I'll have you back in February, before February, so we can push the show and make sure people understand what's going on. Maybe
Yes.
get some of the people that's going to be in the show to come here to
Oh,
stand and watch
absolutely.
the
Oh,
show.
they will love it. They
Excellent.
will
Samantha, did you
absolutely
enjoy
love it.
that?
I did.
He's phenomenal. He's always doing a great job. We're going to stay here for a minute, but guess what we're going to do? I want you to look at Steph, and Samantha Gomes and I are going to say, guess what? We'll be right back.
And we are back right here on the set with Stan Watson. I'm your co-host, Samantha Cardwell, and we're excited about our next guest. It's Crystal Chanel of Crystal Chanel Ministries. Welcome, Crystal.
Welcome, Crystal.
Thank you.
So glad to have you here on the set.
So glad to be here.
Awesome. Well, tell us what you're doing new and exciting with your ministries.
Okay, well, my ministry is Crystal Chanel Ministry,
Okay.
which focus on healing and deliverance. Healing and deliverance because God healed me from different sicknesses and diseases. Things that the doctor said I would not be able to get rid of, God said something different.
Really?
Deliverance is because He healed me and delivered me from sex addictions.
Wow.
So that's what my ministry pretty much
Right.
focuses on.
And when you say healing, talk a little bit about that. Holistically, with
Holistically,
medicine, or with prayer. Talk about that.
Absolutely. Definitely prayer.
Okay.
Holistically, absolutely. I have a wonderful doctor. She's from Roswell, Georgia.
Okay.
And her name is Gail Ravello.
Okay.
And God placed her in my life
Yes.
to definitely be able to help me through my process of being sick. So
Mm-hmm.
very, very grateful for her.
Awesome. And how have you been able to share what you've experienced with others,
Well,
with outlets?
I tell my story every day.
Okay.
So
Every
I'm,
day.
I'm always telling my story to somebody, you know.
Okay.
So I share that quite often.
So you share it through talking, through writing, music, or
Events?
conversation, events. How do you share it?
Through talking, writing, events.
Mm-hmm.
We actually have an event coming up on December the 26th, which is Cocktails and Conversations. So we have a different avenues of sharing.
Excellent. Cocktails and Conversations. Tell us a little bit about that
Well,
event.
Cocktails and Conversation, that's an event that my spiritual mom, Regina Gibbs, wanted to put together. So I'm having her plan all of that.
Okay.
But we're going to go deep.
Okay. Right. And it's on December 26th.
December
Yeah.
26th, and that's going to be at Cat's Cafe, 970 Piedmont Ave.
On Piedmont, right there at Piedmont and 10th
Okay.
Street.
Yes.
That's right. A very good place to have it.
Yes.
Now, how long have you, well, when did you launch your ministry? How long ago?
Oh, wow. I've launched my ministry. I've been in ministry for a long time now, taking it really seriously.
Okay.
I would say maybe about 2 years now.
Really? Okay.
You know, a lot of times you go through different things and, you know, you want to straddle the fence a little bit. So, you know, I had to really get focused and really, you know, just say, okay, now is the time for me to continue to move forward.
And how have you used your writings to inform people about your experiences?
Well, I'm currently working on my single, so
So
not
not
sure
only just a
exactly.
songwriter, but she's also a singer. Okay.
Yeah.
So we got to get you back to sing now. She just threw that little bit
Yeah,
in.
right.
You know, I'm also sing. Got
She
it.
has a beautiful voice.
Okay, excellent.
yeah, so I'm actually working on my single, and a lot of my testimony is in my music.
Okay.
Excellent.
Forever Grateful was one of my songs that I wrote, and that pretty much just telling God I'm forever grateful for keeping me through the midst of my foolishness and keeping me through the midst of, you know, through experiencing everything that I've experienced. So very grateful.
Okay.
Forever
I was
grateful.
reading your bio, and not only you sing, songwriter, but you also do other kinds of workshops and ministries with domestic violence and those guys. Talk a little bit about those ventures.
Well, I'm a domestic violence survivor
Okay.
/ overcomer, and so my focus definitely is on domestic violence, just giving awareness to that, giving awareness to STDs, and you know, there's so many different things that people struggle with. And
Depression,
in the
I
past,
saw that as well.
depression, those were one of my areas that I struggled with for years, since middle school.
Okay.
So depression and suicide and HIV awareness.
okay.
I have
You're
a lot
doing
of
a lot.
friends.
Yeah, you're
that
doing a
are-
lot.
Yeah.
Now, you from Atlanta?
Originally from South Carolina, a little
Okay.
small town called Utahville, South Carolina.
Okay, I'm glad she said that. I didn't say that.
Wow,
It's small town.
I'm not-
I thought you said from Utah. I was like, oh, okay.
No, Bill. You put a
Utah,
Bill
Bill,
on
South
something,
Carolina.
and it's very small,
Okay,
I can
all
tell
right.
you.
I can tell you that. Okay.
If you blink your eye, you missed it.
You miss it. You miss it.
Absolutely.
Awesome. Well, and what I really like is that the things that you're dealing with are women empowerment type
Yes.
Yes.
issues where a lot of women are struggling with it and are with those issues.
Right.
So, and have you found that many of the issues that you deal with also empower men as well or help men as well?
I would definitely say so because a lot of times, you know, different things that I've experienced, you know, I've had people as far as men come back to me to tell me, you know, hey, you know, keep saying, you know, keep doing what you're doing
You
because
helping my
that's helping
partner,
me.
you helping my wife or somebody, a
Absolutely.
significant other. Excellent.
Absolutely.
Now, before I let you go, you also have a radio show, I heard.
Yes, I have a
Okay.
radio show. It's actually
Why
called.
haven't you had me on? But anyway, go ahead. We'll talk about
That's
that.
a whole
I
other
promise
issue.
you, I'll have you on
Yeah, I
soon.
was thinking
Go
the
ahead,
same
go
thing.
ahead,
I haven't been
yeah.
on the show
Yeah,
either.
right. Okay. Tell us
Both
about
of
the
you
radio
guys.
show.
My show is actually the Crystal Chanel Show.
Okay.
I just pretty much named it right after my name, and my show is to motivate, inspire, and empower people. I mean, and it doesn't matter if it's the bum on the street or the
Yes.
prostitute on the street.
Yes.
You know, everybody means
You gotta
something.
reach 'em. You gotta
That's
reach
it.
everybody.
That's it. That's it. So everybody is important to my eyes.
Okay.
You know?
Excellent.
And it has a music element or is it a talk show?
Yeah, both.
Ah, okay.
Both.
So that means I can come on and sing.
Yes,
you and I
you
can
can.
come
I
on
was
and sing.
thinking we
That's
could
what
talk
I
a little bit too.
But I want to sing. Okay, that's what I want to do.
He aspires to be a singer.
I don't know why she want me to sing with. I can
Maybe
sing
you
a
can
little
sing
bit.
with me on my CD.
Okay, let's do that.
Okay.
Maybe do some-
Background
I don't know.
or
You
something.
better
Okay.
try him out.
All right. As Steph Stewart said,
Audition.
your Steph said, you're going to have to audition.
Yeah, it's
You're
none of
not just
that
gonna get up
friend
there.
stuff, okay?
No. Well, before we let you go, I know that you've done a lot. You're an upcoming author. You're going to do that. You TV host, event planner, event coordinator. You're active in the community with your radio show. You focus on depression, domestic violence, sex and food addiction, sexual transmitted disease, smoking, alcohol, I mean, everything.
Yes.
So people out there in our TV audience, for Samantha and I, would like to know how to get in touch with you. So let them know how they can get in touch with you. Look right here and tell them that, and we'll be glad to share the information.
Okay. Well, you can reach me on social media under Crystal Chanel or The Crystal Chanel Show. My name is spelled very different, but Crystal is spelled Kristle, and Chanel is Shanell. You can find me on all social media sites under Crystal Chanel or Crystal Chanel, The Crystal Chanel Show. And my website is just crystalchanel.com or crystalchanelministries.com.
Oh, awesome. Thank you for coming by.
Thank you so much.
Excellent.
I
You
really
do a lot of work in
appreciate
the
you guys.
community. We appreciate you as well.
Thank you
And
for
much
having me
success with
Thank
what
you.
you're doing.
Thank you very, very much.
Well, our guest has been Miss Christy Chanel of Christy Chanel Ministry. I hope that you got the information. If not, you can always call our office at 404-371-3681 for any of our guests that we've had tonight or in previous shows. Stay right there, Samantha. I guess we'll be right back with our
right
last
back.
guest.
Yes.
You're watching the Stan Watson Show.
And we are back right here
Yes.
on the Stan Watson Show. Stan has been cutting up between the breaks,
Now,
but we're back here serious
you don't
on the
believe
set. Yeah, they believe it.
Who's the next guest?
Our next guest is Kim Swain.
Oh,
She's
that's the
here-
young lady who was here earlier? I thought she was leaving.
No,
She's
she's
still
right
here. Okay, Kim,
She's right
hey.
here with
Hi.
Hi, I'm still here.
Okay, good
Love,
to see
Love
you.
Jones
see you too.
Music.
Love
and she
Jones
also
Music.
does IBNX radio show. Welcome, Kim.
I need to
Hi,
know
thank
her
you.
then.
Nice
Yeah,
to
she's
be
somewhere
here.
Hi. Talk about your show, the Kim Swain Show, is it?
It's The Show
The Show.
with Kim Swain.
Which one? Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
Tell me about The Show
The
with Kim
show,
Swain.
It's just that. It's just like, all the things that go behind what makes a true artist an artist. It's like real music. And I just feel like, being well, I'm still an artist, but I've had a music career.
Okay.
And I didn't get the attention that I sought. So I know a lot of artists are out here that, are equally as talented as a lot of the
Yes.
artists that you hear in rotation. So I want to have an opportunity and a platform for them to come and perform and to be seen. I know I have like a lot of, friends and an audience of people who are looking for great soul music. So
Right.
this was an
Yeah.
opportunity to do that.
Awesome. And you share a lot of knowledge on that show as well.
Yeah, a lot of people come through. They teach me new things every day.
Wow.
New technology, like back in the day when I got my first my first recording contract, I created my own demo right in the living room with a double duo cassette. I didn't have any money. I took like
She
float
said
on from the floaters.
in the
Yeah,
living
float on
room.
for the floaters. I love that
And I
song,
just
too.
took the beginning, doo-doo-doo, but just kept doing it. I just transferred it back and forth, created a demo, got my first recording contract.
Mixed it herself.
That's right. So about being proactive in the music industry nowadays. There's no reason why anyone can't have an independent career in music.
So you're trying to promote the independent artists and get them out there on a platform to be seen.
Absolutely. I mean, everybody wants a big distribution deal at the end of the day to be with a major label. But in the meantime, there is money to be made as an independent artist. And who knows, you could start your own label, your own
Ooh,
production
oh,
company,
listen
have
to
other
this. I
artists.
like that.
Great
Be a
visions.
bridge.
So what
Yeah.
days and times of your show air?
My show
This
is every Thursday on IBNX Internet Radio, IBNXradio.com. It comes on every Thursday from 2 to 4 p.m.
Okay, excellent. I hope that they will listen in because I am
Oh.
tomorrow. You say every what?
Tomorrow at 2 p.m., we're going to have a great
I'm
guest.
going to be listening in. Okay.
Yes.
Can I call in as well?
You can call in.
You should give us the number.
You can call in. The call-in number is 347-451-9734. You can make comments on Facebook, and we'll mention you on my Facebook page if you go to
It's very interactive.
The Show with Kim Swain on Facebook, and you go there and like the
Facebook
page.
tomorrow, so anonymously.
Yeah.
And he may be one of your most interactive guests. I could see you now.
Well, you have a
Kim.
huge following. I'd love for you to do that.
But see, when I started typing, I'm just kidding. Good. Now, how long have you been doing the radio show?
I just got into radio this year. I've never done radio before. I've actually never even done television until I moved to Atlanta from New York. I kind of was thrusted into it.
Okay.
I've always been in music. I started out as a child in church in the
Okay, of
gospel
course,
choir.
yeah.
I sang with James Cleveland,
You did?
Junior Mass Choir as a child in Philadelphia. We did a big
I'd like to sing something with you.
Uh-oh.
one day.
He's been trying pretty much
I'm
all
gonna get it.
show
I'm
to
gonna
be
get it one
singing.
day. I'm gonna get it one day.
We're gonna do it together.
Somebody gonna say, "Stan, come on." Okay,
Come
we'll
on
make
the
it.
show. That's
See,
what
I
it's
like
all
it.
about.
So, do
Yeah.
you sing on your show?
Sometimes I sing with the artists. I'm actually
Okay.
working on a project now.
Okay.
I'm getting back into it. I kind of took some time off from music. I
Okay.
wrote for television. I wrote the theme song for another show, but now I'm working on my own project again.
Before we let you go, talk a little bit about marketing and how you're doing those things with your artists
Well, marketing.
and how
is-
important it is.
Oh, marketing is a huge, it's paramount, you know, in any artist. You have to, I just think artists should know themselves. A lot of artists get with a manager or they get with someone who kind of tells them who they are and they kind of lose themselves. And then when they lose themselves, they can't really understand where their career is going. They feel lost, like they're not where they want to be. I think ultimately, if you ever go into a contract with a major label, one of the most important things they want to negotiate with you is your image and your likeness and promoting it and branding you.
Yes.
And they usually ask for at least 90% of that branding.
90%.
I know they charge, but see, a lot of artists are getting smarter now.
That's reverse of tithing, isn't it?
I know.
Yeah, that's like slavery to me. You know, you want to own me and everything that I could produce
Sure.
that comes from me.
And
and
that's
all my
not the right thing to do.
No, you want to own your brand.
Right.
So know who you are, you know, study your brand, study the industry. Look at what artists who are doing what you want to do. Look at the type of things they gravitate to. You know, if you want to have like a, you know, if you want to be the spokesperson for something, you know, if you have a passion, a lot of artists are philanthropists, they start nonprofit organizations.
Yeah.
You know, that's a good way to lead as well as introduce more people to your music,
Yes.
you know,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
just know your brand, understand your worth, and understand your value when it comes to branding yourself. You don't want anybody else to have the responsibility
That's
of
exactly
branding
right.
you.
of branding you.
exactly right.
So can you come back one day soon and sing with me and Samantha?
Sure.
Well, we won't let you sing by yourself first.
Well,
but then-
Samantha, I'm cool with that. Me and you gonna have to
So
make
wait a
that
minute. So you saying I got to
she
audition?
gotta try you
did
out,
Did I
okay?
ask you to audition for the Stan Watson show?
Listen,
No,
right.
I didn't. No, I did not.
You know
I
what?
took you at
You're
face
right.
value.
I'm just saying,
So if I can't sing the lead, I'll do a little bit of background.
that's what. Listen, it's all about impromptu. I can help
Yeah,
anybody
like that.
through a song.
Yes.
I like the way you negotiated
I see I
that.
negotiated that.
Yeah,
Great thing.
he
Yeah, you
loves
got
his
finesse.
brand.
Yes, I like that. Tell our folk how
to
they
get
get
in
in
touch
touch with
with
you.
you.
Yes.
Okay, my Facebook, everything is Kim Swain, and my name is Kim spelled with a Y, KYMSWAIN. My website is kimswain.com, and you can go to my website and it'll link you to IBNX Radio, my show,
Excellent.
and everything else.
All right. Well, our guest
This
has
Kim
been
is
the
amazing.
vivacious, amazing.
Can I say one more thing?
No, but
Please.
I'll let us say it. Okay.
Tomorrow night we're having a great show, and Samantha's going to be a part of that.
I knew it was a catch in this thing somewhere.
Yes.
Okay.
We're having a big show. It's